single to center.
Hey everybody, I'm here with Dave, who just got a nice win on FanDuel, and it's just the third inning. What are you feeling right now?
Lisa, I haven't been this happy since the second inning.
Well, enjoy your win. Well earned.
Whether you want to bet a hit in the first or a homer in the ninth, every at-bat is a chance to win big on FanDuel. New customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000.
Prime Day is coming July 11th and 12th with 2 days of epic deals exclusively for Prime members. You'll feel like a big deal. Deals from electronics to home. It's on Prime Day.
It's your journey. Own every mile in the Hyundai Tucson with America's best warranty. Lease a Tucson for $249 a month or get 0% APR for 36 months or $750 bonus cash. Hurry in.
And we can rule the world.
Sabrina Ionescu at the buzzer. It's New York. Welcome to Brooklyn.
The hype around this team cannot be overstated.
Chris Shear and Jack Curry back here in our ES Network studios on the FanDuel Sportsbook pregame show. Jack, it's time for your key to the game.
We got to go back to the offense, Chris, and I think the Yankees need to have better and smarter swings tonight. That's the key to winning this game. We talked about Sears, doesn't walk a lot of batters, so he's going to be around the plate, does have a propensity to give up home runs. So the Yankees would love to see some of their players hit a baseball or two into the gap, hit a baseball or two over the fence, get the offense untracked.
And there's good news, too, Jack. The Yankees have the best bullpen in the major leagues, and they get an extra arm back tonight in Ian Hamilton.
And Ian Hamilton was terrific for the Yankees before that injury. He's one of 4 American League pitchers who have a better than 30% strikeout rate and a better than 50% ground ball rate. So he goes in there and he either gets a strikeout or he gets them to hit the ball on the ground. 34% K rate, 57% ground ball rate. So their bullpen has been the highlight of the season for them, and now they get Hamilton back to contribute to that.
That's all for the FanDuel Yankees pregame show. After another break, Ryan Ruocco and Jeff Nelson will have the call of tonight's game with Meredith reporting. Jack and I are going to have more in studio throughout the evening. Enjoy more late-night baseball between the Yankees and A's on Yes, and streaming, of course, on the Yes app.
It's Yankees baseball in the Bronx, New York. Now he's putting together a season, man. A new holiday tradition. The Yankees have something to celebrate. We have so much more. Great pickoff. Got it. Timing play. A grand slam for the kid. He gets a 2-run home run. See ya.
There are some swings of the bat that will get your attention, and that is one of them.
I have lucid dreams almost every night. I keep thinking I have some kind of double life. Years ago, I came up with the design for a beautiful flowy dress with a pattern made from real flowers. During hard times, I go into survival mode and I have bright dreams every night. Every night, I close my eyes and I find myself inside my brain. I travel through memories and time. I just want to keep dreaming forever.
So, you need a suit. A tux even? Maybe you got invited to a fancy party, or you're someone's plus one, and the last time you resorted to a warehouse, you didn't like the way you looked. This time, get a better suit from the Black Tux, and we'll deliver it with time to spare. Try it on. If the fit isn't right, we'll replace it right away, for free. And on the big day, you'll look as great as you feel. With the Black Tux, it's easy to look your best for every occasion. TheBlackTux.com. Formal wear for the moment.
I chose Upstart because I was on financial aid for school. It did run out. Once I found Upstart, I was kind of relieved. They're interested in my background. They were looking at impact more than just my credit score. I was able to get my money fast. I was able to consolidate all of those credit cards into one payment and raise my credit score so that I was able to make that move right after college.
On June 6th, Rachel walked toward new opportunities to start her next chapter with a little help from her Talkspace therapist, Alex. Talkspace. Get personally matched today with a therapist who can give you a little help too.
Chips Ahoy are buy one, get one free. And Northwest Red Cherries are $2.99 per pound with a digital coupon. Stop and shop. Feed the moment.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching, yes, the Yankees Entertainment and Sports Network.
Last night in Oakland, frustration definitely set in for the Yankees as they fell 2-1 in the series opener. But the Bombers right back at it tonight as the Yes Network presents New York Yankees baseball. It's the Yankees against the A's from the Oakland Coliseum in Oakland, California. Hey everybody, Ryan Rucco alongside Jeff Nelson. So happy to be with you this Wednesday evening for Yankees baseball on Yes. We know yesterday, Jeff, the bats just could not get going for the Yankees, although it was another well-pitched game from them. Let's take a look at tonight's pitching matchup. For the Yanks, it'll be a Domingo Germán on the mound, 4-5, a 5.10 ERA. J.P. Sears, 1-5 with a 4.10. He's pitched much better of late. Germán has gone the other direction. A lot of good earlier in the season, Jeff, but a lot of bad over the last two outings.
Yeah, it's been the command of the fastball. He hasn't got the swings and misses from that curveball. It's just snowballed these last two outings, and he's got to get back to the previous two where he got in the seventh against the Dodgers and then 6 innings, both giving up just 1 run. There you see the swings and misses on the breaking ball. He wasn't getting that the last 2 starts. And look at this fastball out over the middle of the plate to Turner. That was a home run. He's been giving up a lot of home runs as of late as well, having a hard time keeping it in the park. Another one against Seattle. He actually gave up 4 home runs against Seattle in that outing, but a lot of mislocated fastballs, and that breaking ball not as sharp as it was a few starts ago.
Well, his first 2 starts in June, outstanding, 1-0, 1.42 ERA. His last 2, disastrous, 0-2 with a 25.31 ERA. Germán looking to bounce back tonight. Now the Yankees bullpen gets yet another weapon back this evening. Ian Hamilton off the IL and chats with Meredith Marakovitz. That's next right here on Yes.
Severino's ready. Let's do it here in the Bronx. Swing and a miss, not reaching that time. Severino wins the battle. Strike 3, got him on the slider. Swing and a miss. Masterpiece for Luis Severino.
Beautiful ladies, loving it. Beautiful family, jealous. Bride is the best day of your life. There's that smile. That's a keeper. Let's get the lucky men in here, huh? Oh. Ah, we got it. Groom's bed. Okay.
Some days are just too important for a trashy suit. Rent from theblacktux.com.
Justin Rose is a major champion. Flawless form, elite balance, championship consistency. See his pants? That's fit for a pro.
Look at you, hostess with the mostest.
How does she do it?
But no one knows that earlier today.
It's not finished?
Oh my.
Oh, come on.
But you kept your cool.
I just planted those?
Sort of. And ordered everything you needed from Lowe's on Instacart.
Yeah, look at you. Visit Instacart.com or download the app to get free delivery on your first 3 orders.
Welcome back to Oakland for Game 2 of the 3-game series between the Yankees and the A's. Hey everyone, I'm Meredith Morakovitz. Prior to tonight's game, the Yankees made a roster move, optioning Johnny Brito, adding Ian Hamilton back to the roster, and he is standing by with me right now. Ian, just how excited are you to get back out there?
Looking forward to it. It's been a long time.
What told you that the injury was behind you, you were good to go?
Definitely after the first rehab stint down there, felt pretty good, and then bounced back the next day, so started to feel pretty normal, and just kind of started doing normal stuff and felt good.
You haven't been on a big league mound since mid-May, but when you look at early this season, you really had tremendous success up here. How do you go about trying to duplicate that success now?
Just going to go pitch by pitch and then just see what happens and not try to do too much and not try to outperform anything and just kind of go out by out and everything.
In those rehab starts, how was the ball coming out of your hand?
Felt good, felt normal, and then it felt good to be down there feeling like that, so up here should be about the same.
We talked a lot early this season about that Slambia. What do you think why is that pitch so effective for you?
Definitely just gives a different look compared to other pitches. It's like just everyone says it just kind of jumps out a little different, so anything to get an edge up here is going to help.
We look forward to seeing it at some point in time in the near future. Ian, best of luck.
Thank you.
Plenty more to come here on the Yes Network. When we get back, Ryan Ruocco will be joined by Jeff Nelson. First pitch coming your way after the break.
When you truly show up, there's no need to show off. With the outstanding capability of the BMW X5 or the exhilarating power of the X6, you've got everything you need to show up. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Tourists. Tourists that turn into scientists. Tourists photographing thousands of miles of remote coral reefs that can be analyzed by AI in real time. So researchers can identify which areas are at risk and help life underwater flourish.
So yeah, USAA, they always have my back. USAA? You were in the military? Oh no, I wasn't, but my grandpa was. He joined USAA, passed membership to my mom, then to me. There's other ways to get in? Yeah. My neighbor Ron, he's in because his wife served. Even little Luna, once she's born, her dad served. So all this time I could have had USAA insurance. And banking. Where's my phone? Over there.
USAA, for the military community and their families.
I'm coming back on top and I'm living sweet. After the voltage up, raise the hair on your neck. 'Cause I was dying from the start. We're powered up. We're powered up.
5-second coffee.
Yankees baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by NYU Langone Health, the #1 hospital in the U.S. for neurology and neurosurgery. By Grand Palladium Jamaica Resort and Spa. Visit PalladiumHotelGroup.com today. And by FanDuel, making every moment more. Some of the gentlemen who have worn both Yankees and the A's uniforms throughout their careers. Scott Brocious, of course, that shot celebrating a World Series victory a World Series MVP for Brocious in 1998. We'll take a look at tonight's Yankees starting lineup, brought to you by TikTok. DJ LeMahieu leading off, Gleyber Torres bat second, then it's Rizzo and Stanton in the middle to go to Stanton in the outfield tonight. Bader, Donaldson, IKF, Higashioka, and then Anthony Volpe, who has been locked in over the last week or so. 3 a game last night. He rounds out the Yankees starting lineup. On the mound for the Oakland A's tonight, old friend J.P. Sears. You see the season numbers may not be great, but he's been much better of late as we check out the Nissan Pitcher Scouting Report.
Well, he has been great of late. A reverse splits. Righties are hitting only 203 and lefties 307. The only lefty in the Yankees lineup is Anthony Rizzo. He gets tougher. That first time around the lineup, 265. Then it gets a lot better for J.P. Sears, 210 the second time, 177 that third time around the lineup. You never really see that too often in Crazy H. You mentioned how he's gotten a lot better as of late. 2.93 ERA in his last 8 starts.
Let's check out the defense behind him. Presented by Buick. Brent Rooker in left. Esteuri Ruiz in center. Seth Brown in right. Bride at third. Diaz at short. Kemp and Noda on the right side. Carlos Perez is the DH, and behind the plate, it's Shea Langoliers. Showed off his arm last night. Throwing out Anthony Volpe at second base. Volpe's first caught stealing of his career. So LeMahieu will lead things off. Middle game of this 3-game set from Oakland. And the first pitch is fouled away. LeMahieu was 0 for 3 last night with a walk. Yankees still looking to get him going. Lines that into right center field. That is caught. Ruiz a diving grab, and LeMahieu robbed of a hit.
Ruiz a tremendous jump in center field, and just when things aren't going the way you want, you hit the ball on a line thinking that might get in the gap, and Ruiz lays out with a nice catch. You see this, I think it's getting right into right center field, and he lays out and makes a good catch.
And J.P. Sears applauds. Here's Gleyber Torres. Had a pinch hit single in the 9th inning last night and takes strike 1. Now, even though Sears has those reverse splits that Jeff was talking about, the Yankees loaded up their lineup with righties. No McKinney, no Bowers in tonight's lineup. Torres DHing. LeMahieu and Donaldson also playing in this game.
Sears has a fastball, 92 to 94, slider and a change. One of the reasons why he does so well against righties is because he has that changeup that he'll use and throw it down and away. Has a lot of success with it. Doesn't really throw it a whole lot to lefties.
He does give up the long ball, second highest homers per 9 allowed. Only Yusei Kikuchi allows more per 9. And nice sweeper there from Sears. Gets Torres on strikes. Let's take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by your local Kia dealers.
Well, must win. Can you say it's a must win here in late June?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, you can't lose 2 out of 3, or the first 2 games in a series against the worst team in baseball. Sorry, you just can't do it. String some hits together. Now, last night they had some opportunities, especially in that 9th inning when they had the tying runs on base. He just could not string some hits together to get those runs across. Hopefully that'll change tonight in Germán. I think he sets the tone. He had a really good start last night with Brito, hoping for the same thing with Germán. Allow your offense to score a little more runs than just 1, as they did last night.
Big rip there from Rizzo, and it's 0-2. Yankees have struggled in this building in recent years. 5-14 in Oakland since 2017. 0-2. Rizzo loops it into shallow center. Easy for Ruiz. And that will do it in the top of the first. Yankees go down 1-2-3. Germán up next.
2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or current Chevy owners get a $7,250 total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your local Chevy dealer.
It's uncomfortable to say out loud. I have erectile dysfunction.
They rushed me out the game. They called an ambulance. They said I was dehydrated.
Endometrial cancer was never put on the table.
I'm Dr. Ozua, and this is The Balance.
They'll be here in 5. We ready?
There's a...
Oh. Left.
I don't have it. We should have used Bear. Yeah.
Today, let's paint. Right now, get America's most trusted paint brand at a new low price, starting at $28.98. Bear, only at the Home Depot. We can help you save.
Yankees go down 1-2-3 in the first. A's fans continue to deliver messages here in Oakland. We'll take a look at tonight's A's starting lineup, brought to you by TikTok. Tony Kemp leading off, Ryan Noda bats second, then it's Rooker, Perez, and Brown in the middle of the order. Jonah Bride, the third baseman, bats sixth. Diaz, Langoliers, and Ruiz round out the A's starting lineup. For the Yankees, Domingo Germán on the mound. Take a look at the season numbers. ERA has gotten inflated after the last two. Let's check out the Nissan pitcher scouting report.
Well, more heaters. I'd like to see him throw more fastballs, establish it on both sides of the plate. He only throws it 39% of the time. Swings and misses. He hasn't gotten the swings and misses on the breaking pitch and also the fastball that he in those last two starts. Hopefully that changes tonight. In the first pitch, he has to watch the first pitch. He's given up 7 home runs on the first pitch alone this year, which leads Major League Baseball.
Here's Kemp swinging at the first pitch and fouls it wide of first. The last two outings have sent Germán's ERA from 3.49 to 5.10. He had been on a great run. Had a lot of consistent success, some dominant outings, and then the last two, he has not been able to stop the bleeding. That ball's hit in the air to right field. Stanton out there makes the catch for the first out. Let's check out the defense presented by Buick. IKF in left, Vader in center, Stanton in right, Donaldson and Volpe on the left side, LeMahieu and Rizzo on the right side, and Higgy behind the plate. Aaron Boone talking about getting Stanton in the outfield mix. We saw it a couple days ago. We see it again here.
I think he's more comfortable playing in the outfield and taking those at bats. It's very, I've seen a lot of guys that try to DH, and the hardest time is those in between the at bats. When they play the field, they feel a lot more comfortable. They feel, okay, if I'm not doing at the plate, at least they can contribute in the field. Very few guys can, do well in just a total DH role. Like Martinez and Big Papi.
And Stan's obviously had success in that role, but to your point, Jeff, he has talked about feeling better at the plate in games where he's in the field.
Yeah, you get away from your struggles at the plate. And you take it out in the outfield. You have to play defense out there. And
good curve there, and Noda swings through it, 2 away.
And contribute in right field. Raul Ibanez, who was an ex-Yankee, he couldn't stand the DH role. He didn't know how. He just, in between those at-bats, it just drove him crazy. At least you go out in the outfield and you get away from the batter's box a little bit. Tough for guys to adjust to that.
We talked about getting strike one, and that is what Germán has done thus far.
Plus, it gives somebody else an opportunity to get off their feet. You want certain guys in that lineup, like a Torres tonight. He can be a DH. You put LeMahieu at second. You have Stanton out in right field. The Yankees do a good job of using that, or have used it as a revolving door. You know, get guys off their feet when they needed it. He played there for years in Miami when there was no designated hitter in the National League.
There's a curve for a strike, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Good start for Germán. A couple of strikeouts and a 1-2-3 first. We go to the second, no score.
Dear sharp curves, don't spin your wheels. Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand. So you can bet your bottom dollar that we're sharper than ever. 'Cause we got traction, baby. Yours, Toyota sedans. That's right. Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand.
Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
All right, we're here, Yankee Stadium.
They'll be here in 5. We ready?
There's a...
Oh. Left.
I don't have it. We should have used Bear. Yeah.
Today, let's paint. Right now, get America's most trusted paint brand at a new low price, starting at $28.98. Bear, only at the Home Depot.
We gonna see what's up.
Let's look at the game time weather presented by Bigelow, the official hot tea of the Yankees. It's chilly, 59 degrees. Feels like 59. Yeah, look at that shot, huh? Some chop you got to wade through in these waters.
Yeah, it seems colder looking at that water, too.
Mm-hmm. Here's Stan to lead off the top of the second. No score, Yankees and A's. Stan, after some positive signs over the weekend, was 0 for 4 last night. Had a golden opportunity in the 8th with 2 on, 2 out, was ahead in the count 3-0, and then eventually grounded out on a 3-2 pitch to third to end the threat. Feels a little chillier than 59, doesn't it?
Yes, that sun. Yesterday was a little bit warmer. It took a few innings to get cold. Tonight, definitely colder.
The 2-1, 3-1. Right, you already got the north face. Mara is bundled up in a hoodie.
I need like hot hands, like to warm your hands.
You mean the hand warmers?
Yes.
Big swing there, 3-2.
Well, it's a fastball, and he just misses that one on the inside part of the plate, and look for Sears to go back away right here on 3-2 count.
There you go.
You know, right now, the way that Stanton's struggling, you're going to pitch him away. I mean, he bails a lot. It means he moves off the ball. He pulls off the ball when he swings. You'll see a lot of pitches on that outside part of the plate.
Another 3-2. Swing and a tip into the glove, and Stanton down on strikes.
Well, Sears comes back with that fastball. This one was at 95. He's usually around 92, 94.
little extra on that one. A little four-seamer upstairs.
Here's Harrison Bader with one down. Hey, you got your hand warmers.
Yes. I was just actually kidding, but maybe
see?
Later they will come in handy.
Let me tell you, the people who work this Oakland booth, they have everything.
They have everything, yes. Meredith, you can use them if you want.
Yeah, look at the guys. They're all bundled up.
Very small dugouts here. There's not a whole lot of places to sit. The only ballpark that doesn't have that fence or screen in front of it.
Bader pops it into foul ground. A lot of room out there. Noda makes the catch for the second out. That's not staying in many ballparks, but here it does.
No, another fastball upstairs, a little four-seamer, and you're right. Usually this ball is in the stands, probably at Yankee Stadium. It's in the stands, but not here.
Bader's been getting out some frustration after his recent at-bats. His helmet took a beating yesterday.
It's always the equipment.
Yeah, well,
it's the equipment's fault.
I'm glad it's the equipment and not
yes.
a living organism.
Every time you fail, it's always the equipment's fault.
Right.
It's either the bat, your shoes, you change your shoes, water cooler.
Hi, Paul.
Your helmet.
Donaldson broke an 0 for 15 skid with a homer last night. He was behind 0-2 here.
You have a couple bad outings in a row. It's always something. It's not you. It's the glove and the hat you always keep. The shoes and everything else, they're all interchangeable until you find that groove.
Oh, this is what's going on. And Josh Donaldson had some initial thoughts on that strike call for Edwin Moscoso. The 0-2. Fouled straight back. Let's take a look at the umpire scouting report on Moscoso. Hitter friendly.
Another one. Chris Guccione last night behind the plate was also hitter friendly. They're usually not my favorite kind of umpires.
I understand why. Exit velocity presented by Spectrum. Josh Donaldson's home runs this season, an average distance of 419 feet. So they've been smashed. Only has 9 hits on the season. 7 of them are home runs. Had Donaldson fooled, but just missed low. 1-2.
Yeah, Sears thought it was there. It was just down and off of that strike zone.
Stays alive there. Donaldson got his career started here in Oakland after coming over as part of the Rich Harden trade. Battling here. That might have ended up in one of the broadcast booths just next to us.
Maybe radio.
Yeah, you think Shaq or Susan got that one?
Susan bring her glove.
AB moving forward after the way baseball's been flying into the radio booth. Donaldson takes 2-2.
Well, nice at bat here. You've seen Sears. This was on the outside part. This was not a strike. Langoliers tried to bring it in. You see where it's about 3 or 4 inches on the outside.
The 2-2. There's strike 3. Dropped in a breaking ball, and Donaldson, after a good battle, is down looking. Third strikeout for Sears. 6 up, 6 down for the Yanks.
Technology lets you monitor your pet when you're not at home. But to monitor threats to your hybrid workforce wherever they are, you need more than technology. You need CDW, who gets to know your business and can design and deploy custom solutions with pre-configured HP notebooks with HP Wolf Security. AI-enabled threat detection and remote management protect your endpoints 24/7, giving your defenses some real teeth.
Bummer.
HP makes always-on remote security possible. CDW makes it powerful.
When the prize is our future, every day is a match of our lives. In all my years of playing around the world, I have never seen a brighter soul than Kiara's. You will never know what it took for her to be here. Together with her world-class team, Kiara triumphed over a rare cancer that nearly stole her future as a dancer. When we unite around one goal, that is when we win.
Ace is the place for paint because only Ace offers the extra mile promise. We'll help you get everything you need to paint in one trip, or we'll deliver it free. Ace is the only national hardware retailer that carries Benjamin Moore paint at over 4,000 stores. Our best premium paint with a huge selection of colors. Premium paint, award-winning service, and the extra mile promise. Ace is the place for paint. Around the block, what you need in stock with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Tonight's injury report brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. You see the numbers from Ian Hamilton and Meredith. The Yankees get him back today.
And he is excited to be back, Ryan. He has not been on the roster since about mid-May, dealing with that groin injury. Had a couple rehab appearances, and he felt as though the ball was really coming out of his hand well. No issues when it comes to the groin, no restrictions on Ian Hamilton, and just another weapon that Aaron Boone can go to in that bullpen, an interchangeable part like you guys were talking about yesterday. You can use him early in the game, or even a guy that can be used towards the back end. He's had a tremendous amount of success, as you saw by those numbers this season. Obviously his breaking pitch is his bread and butter pitch that he goes to a lot, but keeping opposing batters below 200 so far this year.
And now also maybe he replaces Jimmy Cordero for bicep supremacy in the Yankee bullpen.
You know what? Something I haven't thought about, Ryan, but I'm going to give that a little bit more thought. I'm sure Jeff will as well. But yeah, it's apparent.
I might skip that thought.
Yeah.
Meredith,
does he smile? Is everything serious?
He's very serious.
Okay.
A very nice man. Just wants to go out there, do his part, handle his business. But to get him on the roster, they had an option, Johnny Brito, who pitched last night and pitched fairly well, pretty well last night. The last two starts he has had for the Yankees, he's looked good. So the Yankees are incredibly encouraged by that. But as we know, sometimes the roster a little bit of a numbers game, and Brito had options. The Yankees will likely need to slot in another starter before the All-Star break. That most likely will be Randy Vasquez, but anything can happen from now until then. And then they're also expecting to get Rodon back next homestand. So a lot of moving parts when it comes to the pitching.
We also, Meredith, saw Aaron Judge out in the outfield playing catch. It's not the most seismic step towards returning, but something noteworthy at least.
Progress nonetheless, Ryan. Let's choose to be positive here. We know what Aaron Judge means to this team, both offensively and defensively. The offense has really struggled to fill that void since Judge has been on the injured list, and this is the first baseball activity that he has done, although it is minor, as you mentioned, since running into that wall at Dodger Stadium. He said he didn't really feel anything in his toe, so that's a positive sign, but there are so many steps he needs to take yet before he's back on the field for the Yankees, but that is a first step, so he'll do that again tomorrow and then possibly ramp things up a little bit more, but it's going to be a long process yet for Aaron Judge.
Yeah, take as many positive steps as you can get with the reigning MVP.
And I asked Aaron Boone, like, when he starts getting really excited about the realistic possibility of getting Judge back, and he said not till he sees him in the cage really swinging with authority, knowing that that back foot isn't a problem. That's going to be one of the biggest tests. And Aaron Judge said running. He still hasn't been able to fully walk around without feeling any pain, at least as of a few days ago that was the case. So until he can do that and start running and really get in the batter's box, we are not going to have a timeline.
You know, something interesting involving not Judge, but people who are fans of Aaron Judge before the game. As that ball is popped up behind the plate, Higashioka makes the catch, 2 down. Justin Shackle and I were about to head up to the broadcast booth, and we saw a man carrying a huge box of cherries walking towards the Yankee clubhouse. And we said, whoa, what are those cherries? He said he wants them. I said, well, sure, but where are they from? And he said they're from the Linden, California Chamber of Commerce. They were sent for Aaron Judge from his hometown of Linden. They wanted the whole team to have the cherries. I got to tell you, the cherries were terrific. Yeah. They were great cherries.
Allegedly, the finest cherries in California come from Linden, Ryan. Who knew?
There you go. So I'm sure the Yankees